Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to another Let's Play in Hearts of Iron 4. Take a look here, guys. Italy is announcing claims on Yugoslavian territory. Another thing I want to let you guys know about is I've added a lot of your names to the armies. Right now we have Hipsecretaeus Iron Brigade, Army Group Blue Man, Matson's Force for Dylan Matson, Manster's Army, and we're going to be adding a few more, of course, the Vanguards of the Revolution, but we're not going to be able to add every single person into the army. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a little RP system. We'll talk about it here if you guys have any suggestions. I've already appointed one of our users Master of Industry, so he's going to give me industry advice in the comment sections of the videos. So we're going to start hiring government positions, and if you guys have a government position like propaganda minister and you can give me an idea of what you think you should do, maybe we can make you part of the government and we can actually write sort of lists, not the lists that we had in the Red Purge, don't worry, about those government positions, and you guys can do something. So for now, guys, we're going to go ahead and continue our playthrough. One thing I think we need to do, we got the transpolar flights, that's great, but we're probably not going to be going to war. We're going to try not to go to war. Let me say that in a better way. We're going to try not to go to war, just so that we can go ahead and lower some of the world tension. Right now we generated a lot of world tension, and we don't want to be the ones to kick off World War II and for people to start declaring war on us. That would be terrible. So we're going to stop that. I'm also going to stop these guys from exercising. I think it's enough. They've exercised quite a lot. We just want them to be prepared for a possible conflict. There we go. We got those support weapons. And of course, we're angry by Polish posturing. But we may or may not go to war with them. 371 days. Good God. Oh, that's way too long. Let's pause for a bit. It's actually not bad. Improved artillery. And we could certainly use really good artillery. From what I've kind of learned from a lot of the Soviet playthroughs I've watched, is that Air Force is not as important for the Soviets. What's really important is the strength of the army, obviously, adding artillery, adding tanks, this sort of stuff, and just making it an iron force. Joseph Stalin questions Polish sovereignty, and I'm not sure we're in a position to want to go ahead and attack Poland, but if we do, we'd probably wait for Germany to attack first. I'm not just going to charge in. Okay, the Munich Agreement. The German demands for the Sudeten territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority, have intensified. As a summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, France, and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudeten crisis. Alright, well, let's see. No war this year, at least. France and Britain are allies. The Japanese buildup. Interesting, guys. Tensions along the Manchurian border have been tense for some times. Now we are receiving reports from our Mongolian comrades that the Japanese are massing forces in Heilongjiang. We should push back hard. And if we do this, we might have a successful raid against the Japanese. They're still in the east of China, and I think we should definitely push back hard. But then again, we can't afford a war with them. And if we did a Soviet withdrawal, I don't know. I think I'm going to say we push back hard. Sorry, guys. Successful raid. Our raid across the Manchurian border against the Japanese forces massing there was a success. We caught them before they had a chance to finish their preparations, and our brave soldiers gave them a good beating. And there we go, the successful purge. In the wake of the foundation of the Fourth International, the hunt for Trotsky supporters was intensified, and several people close to Stalin were executed. They misspelled executed, paradox. Left with no one but himself, Stalin has retreated to his mansion, with every treacherous friend and family member finally dealt, until he can now find some rest and focus fully on bringing glory to the Soviet Union. So hopefully the Trotsky plot is purged, and we just got Smersh to help smash fascism. And here we go. I'm going to see if now we gain a war against the Japanese. I don't think so, but if we do, I'm ready for it. Okay, they have a war on China, but not with us yet. So we just showed them that we're not going to back down. I want to get the PCDI. This will improve a lot of things, but we have to consider possibly going anti-fascist in our next research, because we definitely have the ability to go ahead and start possibly trying to side with the Allies, which I think is very important, guys. I think it's extremely important, as a matter of fact. That's why I've been trying to improve relations a little bit, and we can keep improving relations with the British and get our relations back up to speed. We want to make sure that they know that we respect them, at least. We are not enemies to the capitalists. We just want them to leave us to our own government. We don't want them to mess with us, as it were. And I'm seeing those free civilian factories, but what we really need are tank factories. 63 days for radio detection. I like that. So we really do want to build up our communication system. Being in such a large country, we absolutely want to be prepared to, communicate. There we go. We got the war justification with Poland, but do we attack? Ooh, I don't know. One thing is interesting. We are trying to get the Turks to go towards communism. Once that thing gets up above 50%, we will try to start a coup. Or possibly they'll just vote for it in the next election, 1939. I'm wondering if we should attack Poland. Oh man, I'm scared. This is going to be the first war that we've done where we're going to try to actually come out on top and not get crushed. But then again, anti-fascist diplomacy, this is going to increase our opinion with the United States, and I think that's what we're going to focus on. We might not even attack Poland, because I want to make sure that our relations with the Allies are good, and I'm really more concerned about the Germans. So let's go ahead. We are going to have to declare war. So we'll click Conquer. We're going to call our allies send. There we go. This is probably going to increase the the actual problems in the nation. Well, I should say the tension in the world significantly. And we didn't even claim a lot of states, so we're not going to get all of this, I don't think. Let's select all. And we're going to start an offensive line around Warsaw. There we go. We've got to have another army here. Yup. This is Hypsicratea's Iron Brigade. We're going to go ahead and select all. Another offensive line. Let's go ahead and make sure that they are going to follow through. Here we go. Okay, now we're doing the attack. Let's select the second attackers here, and we'll go ahead and attack with them as well. There we go. There we go, guys. 2 attacks. I'm going to slow down a little bit so that we can actually see what's going on. As you can see up here in the north, we're not doing so well. So I want to grab some of these units. A lot of them are not even part of a division, and we'll just bring them in here to try and help a little bit at least. We'll go ahead and right-click on one of these divisions. So we'll add this guy to this division here. And we'll do the same with this tank. We'll add him to... once again, this Hypsicratea's Iron Brigade, but some of these guys we're just going to be sending in from the north here that are unassigned to help assist with this attack. Come on, boys, we must take Poland for Mother Russia. I'm going to go ahead and get some more technology here, and some anti-tank upgrades would be pretty cool, but I think we need to focus on engineer companies, things like this. Like a maintenance company would be a great idea, especially since we have a lot of tanks in our army. So far, it looks like a lot of victories across the front. But was this the right decision, guys? Did we make the right decision attacking Poland? Or are we going to increase the world tension to such a degree that the enemy, or that the Allies declare war on us? That's what I really want to know, and that's why I'm desperate for us to finish the research about anti-fascist diplomacy. We're going to go ahead and increase here. We're going to bring some of our paratroopers through, and we're going to send our paratroopers to the north, where forces seem to be faltering pretty badly. Alright, we are moving, boys. We are moving closer and closer to Warsaw. Might as well take this flotilla, this submarine flotilla, and try to knock out some of the Polish convoys. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. Keep it up, boys. Alright, we've got some planes here at Kiev. We might as well be bringing them in for the fight. Also some planes over here, some TAC bombers, in fact, and we'll hit them over here in the north, because the enemy's doing really well in the north there, and we want that to stop. Direct ground support, that's exactly what we need. and we can increase that to some fighter ace initiative. So we are actually focusing on our Air Force. We're trying to make it somewhat useful, which is not what's necessarily recommended when playing the Soviets. But I think here it's going to work out really well for us. Poland is rightfully ours. Look at this. The Germans are defending Poland. This is amazing. It looks like the Germans have come in and are actually defending the country, guys. Unbelievable. I guess we'll see if they're actually able to beat us, or if they cannot stop the advance of the Soviet army. I might even go ahead and bring in another army, to be honest with you, with this going on. So I'm actually going to bring Army Group Blue Man. We're going to put them on the front line. Wait a minute. I know what I'm doing. Sorry. We do this every time. Let's go ahead, select them all, put them on the front line. No, wrong front line, wrong front line. Alright, let's do that. And we have to move them off the Finnish front. I'm not sure we want to do that necessarily. Looks like we're doing pretty well as is. And if we can push through to Warsaw, that's even better. Look at this huge push that we're doing in the center. Crushing the enemy. They're getting that German support, but it doesn't seem to be helping too much. And I really want to get the anti-fascist research going, like, now. Mechanical computing. Let's do something relating to industry here. Increase or decrease our construction speed. 186 days does seem like a bit much, though. Alright, so far we seem to be winning, guys. Let's take a look here. We're at war with Poland, and actually it looks like the Germans are not helping them directly. They seem to be just sending volunteer units, which is pretty awesome for us, if that's the case. So I do want to send some more armies in here, but I'm not sure if we want to bring our armies from the Far East, or if we want to take our forces off of the Finnish front here. That might actually end up being a bad idea. Then again, we could bring a much quicker end to this war if we get there on the front, but I think these boys can fight by themselves and do pretty damn well. We're actually fighting against some pretty great generals here. We've got entrenchment bonuses, everything, and we are still rolling over the puny, puny Polish. Let's grab some more. Yeah, some TAC bombers. I never say no to TAC bombers. And all I hope is that we just haven't created enough world tension for the Allies to start a war with us. Let's see how our anti-fascist diplomacy is coming along. It's taking a while. And we were supposed to actually change our service by requirement. Interestingly enough, now that we're at war, it's working out all right. I could switch to a war economy, but I don't think that that's a great idea right now. Alright. Still pushing. Still pushing, my friends. We are going to take Monster's army. Select all. I'm not going to have them go completely around the front, but I'm just going to do enough so that they attack from the north. Where the hell did they go? Oh, shit. Did I just merge them? Yes, I did. Oh, God, I merged them. Well, okay, now we have a massive army. Let's see what happens here. I'm sure that he's not going to have enough skill to use these forces. There's just no way. Is that possible? Seems to be doing all right. We definitely want to split that army up once we get a chance. Okay, hey, what's up, Lord Cucumber? Okay, so here we go, guys. We're still continuing forward. I don't like the fact that we merged these armies together, but hey, it's working. They're sending their troops. But there's got to be some sort of command limit here. There has to be, which makes this not such a great idea. Let's go ahead and hit him with everything, all these tanks. We're still advancing across the Polish line, my friends. We will not be stopped. All right, guys, we're going to probably have to pause here. I hope you guys enjoyed so far, and hopefully this is going to turn into a victory and not a defeat. Take care, my friends.